In this video, you will learn 9 cool car shots for your next video shoot. I will show you how I made the shots, my camera settings, gimbal settings. I will show you the unedited videos straight out of camera and the final results. Let's start with one of my all-time favorite shots. Set your gimbal to pan follow only and tilt it downwards using the joystick towards the headlight. I set my lens to 24mm to get a nice wide angle shot. Then I walk around in a circular motion around the headlight, both forwards and backwards, so I can select the best shot in post-production. And with some super basic stabilization while editing, your shot will look something like this. Let's make an interior shot next. But first, let's get rid of this flyer right here. Gimbal is set to pan follow only and our lens is at 50mm, which is always nice for detail shots, so our background and foreground will appear more blurry. I'm going to touch the screen to track focus on the steering wheel. This way the steering wheel stays in focus all the time, even if it goes out of frame for just a moment. I make sure to film a part of the bodywork from the car here, because that works as a foreground element, which will create depth in our shot to make it more interesting to watch. Again, I go back and forth a couple of times, so we can choose the best shot in post-production. And here with the bodywork from the car, the steering wheel is nicely revealed, and you will end up with this beautiful shot. The next one is very popular today on social media car edits. Our gimbal is set to pan tilt follow. This way we unlock up and down tilting movement. And our lens is set to 24mm, so we can get the car fully in frame. Let's take a few steps back so our car has some breathing room on the sides of the frame, so it doesn't look too busy. Now I'm going to bring the camera from down to up while I tilt downwards. Or if you bring it from up to down, you tilt upwards. This shot might be tricky to get it perfect first try, so you might have to do it several times until it's perfect. And ideally, we can keep the car on the lower thirds for a nice composition. You can also make this shot from any side of the car. For example, the rear of the car was looking pretty cool on this McLaren, so we did the exact same thing here. To get this shot ultra smooth, we can use some stabilization techniques in post-production, which I made an entire video on, so I will drop that link in the description box below so you can check it out later. Now let's switch things up with a static shot, so no movement from us this time, and let the car do all the work. We're going to position the car straight towards us so that it's nicely in front of the shed, so we can get this clean and symmetrical composition. The car is positioned on the lower line of thirds and nicely in the middle. The car will slowly drive forward and we are not going to move at all. Make sure to twist your circular polarizer filter if necessary to get rid of most reflections on the windshield. This way you can look through the windshield, giving you that extra professional look. And that brings us nicely to the next shot. One that you should always take, no matter what. It's easy and super effective. In this case, I'm going to make a side shot and I'm going to adjust my variable ND filter so we can get good exposure. I've positioned the car on the lower thirds for a nice looking composition, and when I walk forward, I pull the trigger of the gimbal, and this way it will lock every single axis, meaning I won't have any unwanted gimbal movements. The only thing you'll want to take care of is your smooth ninja walk and keep the gimbal at the same height throughout the shot. And for this car with the butterfly doors open was also a must-have shot. If you want, you can make a similar shot while your driver walks forward towards the car, introducing him to the story. Let's mix it up with another interior shot but filmed through the windshield, which will give the shot that extra car vibe. Gimbal is set to pan follow only, lens is at 50mm, and our circular polarizer or CPL filter is set to get rid of most reflections on the windshield. Make a small circular movement, keeping the seat in the middle of the frame, and your shot will look something like this. Keep your gimbal in pan follow only, because we're about to make another classic car shot. For this shot I'm gonna set my lens to about 35mm and I'm going to take a few steps back so I can get the full rim nicely in frame. I'm gonna lower my gimbal and I'm going to walk around the rim in a circular motion, keeping the rim in the middle of the frame. And with a little bit of post-production magic, we can get this ultra clean looking rim orbit shot. Now let's do the same type of movement, but with the car fully in frame, nicely showcasing the complete car. What I pay attention to here is that the car is on the lower thirds for a nice composition. Also notice that I keep my camera low to the ground. This way we also have the grass in our shot, and you will notice that the grass seems to be moving faster than the car. That's because the grass is closer to our camera than the car, which is a visual phenomenon called motion parallax. Now let's make a detail shot. Set your gimbal to pan tilt follow, lens to about 35mm. Now in this case the McLaren had these cool looking vents that help release pressure in the wheel arches to improve aerodynamics. But anyway, even without these vents, this is just a cool shot to reveal the wheels and rims with a nice tilt down movement. Next up is another cool interior shot, similar to the steering wheel reveal shot. Our lens is set to 50mm and we are going to focus on the middle console while we orbit away using the seats as foreground element. And if we reverse this in post-production, we can create this nice reveal effect. And if you want to learn more from me and other automotive filmmakers, I invite you to join the #1 automotive filmmakers community. It's a place where you can learn everything I know with step-by-step video tutorials. We also do live calls with some of the internet's most famous automotive filmmakers, so we can learn from them as much as possible. You can get instant feedback on your questions and videos from me and other creators, so you can grow your skills or video business faster than anybody else. And the best part, you can try it completely for free, link in description, see you inside. And if you want to know how I get those ultra smooth shots in post-production, you can watch this video next.